What's good, gamers and fine looking people of SGP? Welcome back to another Bennett Head Modern Warfare 3 commentary. Today I'm playing some Drop Zone on Dome, as you can see, and I'm focusing on going back to the core reasons why we play the game. And if you saw my top 10 benefits of gaming countdown on SGP about a month or so ago, then you would have seen my number one was fun. And seeing I recently hit 10th Prestige, there's no real reason for me to do anything other than whatever the hell I feel like doing. So since I made 10th, I've pretty much been playing Drop Zone exclusively or mucking around in Search and Destroy. That is, I was doing that until they decided to take it down off the community playlist. Now, I find it pretty ridiculous that it's gone, but I'll come back to that a little bit later. What I'm doing in this gameplay is basically how I like to have fun in Drop Zone, and that's the Kill Horde Challenge. All you need to do with this, grab a gun that's pretty strong or one you feel really comfortable with. For most people, this will be probably PP90, MP7, SCAR, ACR, or even the Striker like I'm rocking here. I usually stick to the shotguns though, just because I've been trying to get them all gold, and as you can see, succeeding with that. Probably put extended mags or rapid fire on it, depending on your weapon of choice, but after that, set up your class for rushing, bearing in mind your gun as well. So my typical class will be either extreme conditioning or blind eye, then either blast shield and steady aim. Now if you're running an SMG, maybe you want to choose quick draw instead of blast shield, but regardless of that, you are ready to go, and what you're going to be doing is flanking like you've never flanked before. So essentially with Drop Zone, there's only going to be 2 main spawn points for each zone, so pick a route that will either come in right behind the enemy's spawn or cut them off on their route on the way to the Drop Zone, so you can pick them off that way. So the aim for me isn't to sit on the Drop Zone or to pick up the care packages, but to stop the other team from getting to the Drop Zone by getting as many kills as possible. I always see people in the lobbies who get maybe 5 or 10 kills but get 25 or 30 deaths, and they still somehow get the top score for the game. Essentially all they've done is just lie prone on the Drop Zone until they die. Talk about boring. I'm not really into that. In theory, I can pretend that I'm sort of helping the team, making it easier for the rest of the people on my team to cap the zone, but in reality I'm just having fun running around, purely getting kills and not playing the objective. So if you run around flanking, what ends up happening is you'll often come up against a whole pile of enemies, and chances are, if you manage to catch them unawares, you can pick up a pretty sexy kill feed, and once you get the hang of it, you'll end up with gameplay stacked with those triple and quad feeds, 50 plus kill counts, and a lot of choppers shot down as well, especially if you're using Blind Eye Pro. Now, I think I pick up that guy, but there's one of his mates operating that turret, and if you look at the minimap, he's just shooting it round and round in circles, and I realised about now that I was on a pretty decent streak, so I didn't really want to ruin it, and said, nah, fuck it, let's have a go, and take him out. Don't think I even got a hit marker on me, so that was a nice little play. So the challenge here is to get as many kills as you possibly can. Let me know in a comment if you've already done this before, and how many kills you've managed to pick up in one game. I think my best was 78. I was using a spaz on Seatown or something like that, but yeah, they were all level 10s and things like that, so it made it pretty easy. But some games will go quick if you're trying to do this, because the whole other team or your team just sits on the Drop Zone double tapping Y or triangle to play dead, but other times you'll get a pretty tight game, and makes it go for a lot longer so you can rack up the kills. Other classes I've sort of done this were a sniper class with a javelin secondary, so you pick them off from a distance trying to get the kill feeds, or if you know there's lots in the zone, just throw a javelin in there and get a quad or a 5-man. It's pretty exciting and good to happen. Or I'd run just a throwing knife class, scavenger, tactical knife on a handgun, and see if I can get those carny kill feeds just with the throwing knife. So this gameplay is a bit of a tribute to Drop Zone now. I can't believe they took it down. Now, how hard was it just to add Infected to the community playlist and leave Drop Zone there? The reasoning from 402, as far as I could tell, was that there's only limited playlist space, but I checked it out for myself the other night, and some of those hardcore modes are just ridiculous. The lack of people that are actually in them, like Dom and Team Tactical, Bare Bones, all that sort of stuff, would have maybe 300 or 500 people maximum. This is across the whole PlayStation network at any one time. So this isn't just Australia, this is UK, States, wherever. So compare that to Drop Zone, which would have had probably more people than free-for-all, core free-for-all most of the time. Of course, Infected is probably more popular than Drop Zone, which you can see why they've made that choice, but to put it in above some of those other really, really niche specialist sort of game modes is a bit strange in my reckoning. So I was a bit confused, and I would have thought it would have been a no-brainer to keep a more popular game mode here, but I guess not. No, time will only tell if they bring it back, and I sure as hell hope they do. So you see I picked up the MOAB here and ended up running around with the FMG Akimbos, which I'm ashamed about. I think the kills in this game were the first kills I've ever got with that particular weapon attachment, so apologies for that. But so I was going to recommend that you change it up, try some Drop Zone instead of your normal Domination or TDM, but you can't do that anymore. So rest in peace, Drop Zone. I hope I see you again very soon, and I hope this MOAB keeps the memory of it alive for some of you. Thanks again for watching SGP. If you've got a spare couple of minutes, please come and check out my personal channel too. I've got a two-person point of view game with my friend where both of us get a MOAB, and also a double MOAB coming up in a regular kill confirm match where I'm going to be talking about how we can try and fix the assassin perk from being so overpowered. So there's also some hilarious ninja defuse reactions already posted, so I hope to see you over there sometime very soon. I cut out the gameplay pretty much after the gun streak because it went for the whole 10 minutes and it was a bit long for the commentary, so I hope you get the idea what was happening. Final score in the game, incidentally, was 56-8, but that's all for now. Thanks heaps, and I'll catch up with you all again soon. Peace.